Hello. So, someone pointed out to me that I should notice that people from the JK anti-community did not lie about their prison time, and she did. And that plays in their favor. I mean, sure, like it has become public knowledge that Jessika built her platform on very dressed up and very polished up stories. But if the most disturbing thing about her would be that she goes for people's throats when they cross her, that she wants to make sure they never get back on their feet when she's done with them, then in that sense, her anti-community did even more. And the way they went for her throat, and more importantly, for each other's throat, tells it all. I'm sorry, but to me, at one point, it was disappointing. And I was glad that I watched the minimum amount of content to figure out some things, that I didn't dedicate hours to it or became invested in it. But what I saw, and we're gonna address it. We're gonna address the apology on repeat, aka Nicole, and the loose cannon, aka Mindy. I don't know about you, but in real life, when I see a couple, okay, that is maybe getting divorced or they're breaking up and they have children, the most disturbing element to me in that situation is that hoe that is there in the middle, okay, behind the guy, playing the lady's friend or confidant or whatever. And then behind the scenes, she's like cool with the dude and she's playing both sides up until the point where she feels comfortable enough to say out loud that all that ever mattered to her was to fuck over the female and have her own personal satisfaction like that. I mean, what's lower than that? I don't know. I struggle to find something else that's lower than that, and nothing comes to mind. So Mindy here playing, oh well, we were friends with Jessika, she exposed my relapse and that wasn't cool. Sure, it wasn't. It wasn't cool at all. Mindy also probably wasn't dependable when it came to her businesses. It looks like she didn't actually send out the stuff that she was supposed to send out to people that already paid for it, and that could have played a role too. But no, it wasn't cool at all that Jessika went like, oh well, she is going to use the money from her businesses to feed her habit. So Jessika could have kept that to herself. But Mindy going back and forth with Reese and, you know, the long-term fiance of Jessica's, and being like, fuck you, Reese, publicly, but then being actually cool with him. And how did she say? Playing the long game. Oh my God. Listen, you know Benny from the Mummy movie, you know, that had all the religious pendants around his neck, and he would like try to talk whatever ancient language he knew to make sure that his ass would be safe, and he could always, yeah, basically save his ass no matter what, no matter who else would get fucked over. And he ended what? In a freaking tomb with all the scarabs being in there. You know, that was Benny's end. The people that are like the flag in the wind, you know, one day it's right, the other is left. Sometimes it's center, you know, just because. The fact is that it's only a matter of time before they fuck you up too, or fuck up whoever thought they would never. So, apology on repeat, aka Nicole, saying that, you know, Mindy reminds her of one of her, let's say, family members, okay? I don't know, I feel like people's privacy is important. Let's say family members then. Okay. Remotely, Mindy, I don't know, could have maybe reminded me of my friend in real life. My friend that got diagnosed with ASPD long time ago. Figured that out after we had been friends for a while already. And had kind of the more like flat emotional response to things, kind of like Mindy does. But my friend doesn't go for other people's throats. She never did. And I think in, over a decade of friendship, I would have noticed. So, as far as I know, she never did. And she's not gonna, so that's important. And my friend is also a very dependable person when it comes to work. She would not take people's money and then be like, okay, wait a minute, I'm waiting for this before I can do this. That's another element that is important. She's on point when it comes to work. She really does care about a good job being done when it comes to her clients. So whenever we collabed, I felt safe to collab with her. There was never even a hint of like, oh my God, be careful, because she might not do her part and might stir up shit, or even like kind of manipulate the situation so that she can justify whatever, you know, slacking on the job. Never happened. It was quite the contrary, actually. So Nicole saying that she's down with Mindy also because Mindy reminds her of one of her family members. It's like, Nicole, like, yeah, do tell, please. Like, really? I mean, I hope not, okay? I hope not. Because the sentence after that you pronounced, Nicole, was something along the lines, you know what, yeah, I'm like not entirely sure if I ever crossed her that she would not fuck me over. Oh, well, that says it all. You're not sure. So, I mean, wow. So much for a solid friendship. And you're what, besties? That's what you keep saying. But the apology on repeat comes from the, oh my God, I did something terrible, guys. Sorry, but you know, I was tapering off of my meds, so that was an element in it too. Please give me some grace. You know, that's how Nicole would go about it when she just couldn't freaking stop to talk about Jessika being a CI, not being a CI, being a CI. Is that familiar? You know, the omelet flipping. I'm sorry. I'm a former chef, so these things that the influ hustlers feed us online, I can't help it but compare it to food. I don't know. I don't want some freaking recycled, about to expire, or already gone bad shit fed to me. I don't want diarrhea ladled into my ear. Come on, like, if what they say was food, we would be sick from it. Because it's not fresh, it's not genuine. And the whole JK anti-community never walked the talk. Like, so many little things came out, and the fact that Jessika lied cannot justify all of this crap. The fact that they go for each other's throats, then they don't, then they might again. And when I saw Tracy's video, I was like, what? You're having a nervous breakdown, girl? Like, I can't believe it, like, over YouTube. But she was saying, Tracy was saying that they leaked her everything, name, address. Then they were trashing her, talking about how she was basically charged for stealing, yeah, forging, hence the, affirmation that JK's CI document was forged by Tracy, then it wasn't, then it was. Now it's not, I think, until it will change again. I don't know if one day, there'll be some charges against some people. I hope not, because I don't think online beefs should go that far, but I don't wish charges upon anyone. But, there's limits, there's like some limits there should be. But for now, the CI document stands because it's green, okay? Yes. And, let's get petty, shall we? The appearance shit talk, like body shaming, forehead shaming, hair shaming, hygiene shaming. Like, what else can you... Okay, JK doesn't change her socks even. I mean, like, how far can you go with that? I mean, I laughed about it a couple of times, but not because I am down with that, but because it was so ridiculous that it did actually make me laugh. And like everything else, I don't see why some stuff should be okay if one person says it and not okay if another says... Come on. Like, the double freaking standard here is outrageous. Of course, the most serious element would be going for other people's throats. Jessika Kent does it. Oh, well, it's terrible. Sure. She did it to her sister, to her exes, to many people in her life, even people that could not say much publicly because they don't have a platform. But how they did it to her, and especially how they did it to themselves, Mindy and Nicole to Tracy. Tracy tried then to get back to Mindy through someone else, and blah, blah, blah. I don't even want to, and I don't know, because, like I said, I watched the minimum amount of content, and it was sheer luck that it popped up in a certain sequence, and I was able to see the key elements there, and that was enough for me to be like, okay, yeah, nice. You know what? I'm gonna sit here on my couch and drink my tea and watch tutorials because that's what I like better. Okay? Thank you, ladies. Maybe I'll, I don't know, watch you some other time with the hopes that it gets better, meaning maybe this circus at one point stops. But, the hope's always there. So the most serious element would be this, like going for each other's throats in that fucked up way that they do. It's out of this world. It's like, you're all real people, real human beings. It's not, it's not like I'm shooting at a cardboard sagoma or something like that. It's fucking real. So, yeah. And then there's the pettiest element. Okay, like Jessika Kent's forehead. I mean, what the fuck's wrong with her forehead? I mean, she's got a forehead. by certain standards, it could be considered cute. I don't know, beautiful even. Okay, I don't know. Like, is she the most beautiful woman in the world? No. Again, by certain standards. Maybe by other standards, somewhere she could be. Who knows? But what I don't get, okay, is the latest. Like, that really got me. Bald-headed scallywag. Okay, scallywag, whatever you like. Okay, you want to play pirate? Nice. I mean, you know, whatever you feel like, Mindy. But bald-headed? Isn't it like that one of your mods, Amber Baker, could potentially have way less hair than Jessika Kent? Okay? And I don't think Amber isn't a good-looking woman. I saw her like once, okay? Only because she was in your life where you, Mindy, were telling other people that you could make them hurt themselves, okay? That's when I noticed that there was a certain Amber and you were saying, go sub to Amber. I clicked on Amber, I saw her channel, and I saw how she looks. And I thought, this is a pretty looking woman, you know? She's got beautiful blue eyes. I mean, come on, we all have something that someone else could see as beautiful. So what the fuck? Or not showering, like, oh my god, really? Like, can you swear on a Bible or on a makeup kit, Mindy, that you always showered every day? You never had like a moment in time where that wasn't possible for whatever reason, okay? Or you were so down that you didn't feel like it, or just couldn't, like, come on. So I'm not down with bald-headed. I don't know. It's like, what if JK, Jessica here, was overweight? Would it be like, oh my god, that scallywag fat bitch? Would you go about it like that? Didn't your bestie, okay, that you shitted on but then took back, and Nicole struggle with weight for years? How is that okay? I don't know. Like, if one of my friends, I don't know, let's say, has a certain thing that they feel not confident about or embarrassed about even, okay? I'm not gonna go out there and call other people fat or bald-headed if my close friends might have less hair or more weight on them. Like, I mean, you know, that brings me to your code, okay? That might not be the JK anti-community code. That's more about going for other people's throats. But the, like, some OGs out there, if they can be called like that, code about freaking making sure that no one ever feels safe and that snitching is okay on one side but not on the other. And Mindy, you added to it the DV standards, okay? What is domestic violence and what is not? According to your opinion, it's being beaten and having guns pointed at you. And the rest of it is not violent enough of violence or abusive enough of abuse. Like, what the fuck? Okay, and you don't ever forget to remind people that you could make them hurt themselves. Really? I don't think the feds quite nailed it, you know, when they called you mastermind. Because to be one, you have to at least appear someone who didn't fuck up the basic things in life, which doesn't appear the case. And I'm only saying this to give you an example of how, you know, that type of talk, I'm going to say something really hurtful, actually works. Because this could be a hurtful thing for you to hear. And I'm not saying it because I want to hurt you. It's an example of what you say you could do, but are not able to do. So don't flex it, you know. Don't flex it because it doesn't play in your favor. And that's it. Yeah, so anybody who's here, Take this with a heap of salt as usual. Sorry for mistakes and vocabulary and grammar fuck ups. Yes, I'm not a native English speaker, but that's not an excuse. I mean, I can always do better. And have a good day. And if not good, at least not terrible. Stay afloat. There's gonna be a better day the next day or the day after. And if you're struggling, I hope you hang in there and give it a chance. Okay? Bye-bye.